Welcome to another mega exciting, maybe 5-minute auto pairing. Okay, DarkPassenger. Okay, cheery nickname. Okay. If I play knight e5 immediately, would I suffer terribly? It's cheeky. I'm going to try it. Maybe you can hit my d4 hard. I thought he'd play c5 and knight c6 a bit quicker. Now, with d4 is about to be hit hard, there's a kind of weakness of the last move. Maybe I can play for bishop e5. Disruptive. Or bishop d3. If I disrupt his d file, I'll just put it back after to d3. So he hasn't got frontal pressure as quickly on d4. Right. You can try and trap my bishop, but it can drop back, I think. I'm hoping it's got a route back. It looks like a nice position in some respects. If I'm controlling e4, I'll put the knight on g3. Do you want to play queen b6? Okay, I'll put the knight on g3. The double pawns here, well, I want to get maximum dynamism. Alright, okay, this diagonal. He doesn't want to open up my f file. Maybe queen h5 coming up. This bishop's slightly hemmed in. There are some obviously positional downsides of this Tartko and knight on e5 aggressive idea. That he says an attack will play itself if you have a knight on e5, but it's got some weakness to the last move, Tartko. It weakens d4. So anyway, but it is looking interesting here. This looks like nice coordination on f7. So bishop d7, rook ac1. It doesn't look that bad to me, this position. Unless I'm imagining it, this looks actually quite a positive position. Why is he laying bishop f7? Is it a trap? Probably. I'm losing a piece after. Let's just calculate it. King h8, knight g6 is mate. King f8. And I'm losing that piece, right? Imagine I'm losing that piece. Yeah. I got to keep the pressure somehow. Maybe this one. I think it's too committal, but we'll find out in post-mortem about that. Maybe there was a way. Maybe there was a way. If I can play bishop e3, I don't like this d4 check business. Okay. He's really going to play for e3. Rook e5, I've got a check. I want to play rook d1. I'm connecting my rooks. e3 might be one of the points. Okay, if I let that go, that's probably bad news. What about queen f2 instead? Maybe a necessary defensive move. Then rook a d1, bishop e3. If f6, maybe there's knight c4. Actually, that's useful. Knight c4, isn't it? I want him to weaken the diagonal. That'd be good if he weakens the diagonal. Rook a e1 and let's see. I'm not sure what his rook c8 point was actually. Maybe I should have thought, what's the point of that? But I didn't. Okay, so king h1, just to try and get out of the danger diagonal. King h1 out of the danger diagonal. Or is it going into another dangerous position? Oh. Well, I can take and then bishop e3. What's wrong with rook e4 anyway? Is he playing something like knight c3? Rook e4 might be... I'm just liberating his bishop, I think. I think that's the point. Knight c4 here is not doing anything right. Takes knight d6 after. No, it takes a knight d6 after. Let's give this a go. For knight b7 and bishop d5. You see what I mean? Knight b7, bishop d5. He's got e3 though. Oh, there's knight takes and knight e7. Has he just dropped a piece? e3, knight takes, e takes, knight e7 check. It seems as though I've got knight takes and bishop d5 if he's doing routine moves. Is he going to do a non-routine move here? e3. But then I take on c8 as I mentioned. E takes, knight takes e7. Taking out both his rooks. Rook takes after, threatens mate on e8. Hasn't got time for that pawn, has he? I got him thinking anyway. I think this is a good sign. Alright, he just does that. That took a while to find, didn't it? There is knight e4 here. Maybe he's annoyed with knight e4. I have rook e8, knight g5. I don't think I'm yet losing material. And so if I play knight g5. b2 looks as though it's on the way out. Yeah, I don't like losing b2 particularly. Oh well. I need to find something dynamic, otherwise I'm dead soon. He's only got 38 seconds though to finish me. Does he do it? Alright. There is rook e7 here without getting back row mated. Although my pieces are all hanging. I'd rather sort out my back row. Hang on. Because there's a4, bishop f7. Try and sort out the back row. Too late. Too late. Uh-oh.
Time. Check. 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 Checkmate.
Ow! Ow! Okay, that's my first. Now let's get on to science. So I've given you the sport of it. Ouch! Now the science of it. Okay, a slow pulse momentum. You know they're harder to do when you lose. Funny enough. Okay. This looks like a good advantage for white. How comes it's a good advantage for white? What's happened here? Oh, don't tell me there's a killer pin. There's a killer pin there. Wow. How did this happen? Knight on e5 wins material. Forget about an attack. It wins material. Knight takes d7. I played that instead. Missed win. Right, now I was thinking this, but then king f8. But there is apparently... Hold on. Another missed win. Knight f7. Oh, no. Why did it occur to me? It's so obvious now. It's so bleeding obvious now that this is a way of doing it. So it's discovered check, winning everything. What is he doing in this game? What is he doing to me in the post-mortem? This is all stored for post-mortem torture or something. That I find out all these missed wins. Ah, he's supposed to be an IM. Ah, I'm supposed to be playing sound moves most of the time. Ah. I could have just taken on an e4. Was I worried about unnecessary liberation here? There's a knight c4. The forcing moves all save me, don't they? Knight c4. This is okay. What the heck is this when it's at home? What is this knight? What? What am I seeing here? Why can't I move the queen? Equal. So instead of moving the queen, knight c8. What? What? Really? Really? Let's just... am I imagining this analysis now? Let's just... What is this? Let's just have a look at that again. Rook takes e4. Knight c4. So I get the queen for a rook. He does this, and apparently it's bad if I move the queen here to save the queen, because I lose another bishop. Maybe that's the point. I'm losing another bishop. Plus, we have, I guess, rook e2 on the cards, or knight f1. Maybe even rook e2. Rook e2's on the cards. So, in fact, it seems a lesser evil, as far as the computer is concerned, is to play an incredibly unbelievable move, leaving the knight hanging to two pieces instead, with the point being here, for some reason, queen e2. Couldn't I have played queen e2 in the first place? No, knight takes, apparently. Is strong, and the difference being this is just a weird investigation now. The difference being what? Okay, I don't know. Okay, this is too much analysis, I think. Knight f5 was better. I think we've gone into science fiction, not a science. We've gone into science fiction in some of these variations. I'm just losing the B pawn in the game basically now. Yeah. The opportunities have all been exhausted. Okay. Thanks. Comments, questions, shares appreciated. Thanks so much.